made the Squid game inside of Roblox by adding tons of references and trying out some games with you guys. In the Roblox map I am right now, as you can see, it doesn't have anything still. That's because we'll be making the Squid game right here. We can start by searching out for Squid game. Hopefully that can get us some good stuff. You'll see that there's tons of models for us to use related to the series. A good way to start is by adding the dormitory. This is surely one of the most important parts of our game, since this is gonna be the spawn area for everyone. It's also the place that the people in the series spend their time most inside of. Check out up here is the piggy full of the money you win in the game. Whoever wins will get every piece of cash in that big piggy. Since this place is quite dark, we'll be adding a few lights around this area. I want the players to show up on top of the beds. To do that, I'll have to add a ton of these spawn points. That's exactly how it works in the series, so I like that idea. Look at that! I found the logo for the game right here. On this part with the gate full of light, we'll be adding an actual gate with some guards. It'll look a lot more like the actual series, so it's a very important addition for our map. Now I logged into the game just so we can test it out and see how everything is working for now. Not sure about the other things, but right here we have something important, the Squid Game player uniform. Sadly for now I don't have any command to make people join into the game with the uniform already. So everyone will have to come here and click on this button to put the uniform on, which is still pretty damn cool. You can already see a bunch of the subs showing up here, so shout out to all of you that came. I bet you know it, but if you want to show up on videos like these guys, you're gonna have to follow my Roblox profile. It's at Nando over there. Just click the 3 little dots and then the follow button. That's gonna let you play with me and even show up on videos from time to time. Put on your uniforms, everyone. We have to test a few things in here now. Apparently, those guards we placed in here are bugged into the ground. Wait, this whole part of the floor is fully bugged actually. We can just walk inside it without any problem. Beyond that, we are able to go through the door and to the outside, which is an ideal. Let's fix that right up and start adding our first mini games. Alright, so we can start by deleting the big platform that's always there. Since it's looking empty, we can start adding red light, green light to our map. It even comes with the characters. I'll put it over this way because it'll be the first game and challenge the subs will have to deal with. And so they're able to teleport into the first game. I'll be putting this green floor right here. That is what will take them to this other floor on the other side. With that done, the subs will have to face the first challenge, red light, green light. Just log back in. Let's put on our uniform to start this game right. Let's wait for a bit so other subs are able to join into it as well. Look at the name of this guy. Nando is cool. Shout out to this bacon. You're cool as well. Even more than me, I bet. Now we need to see if this thing is actually gonna take us to where I want it to. I've been walking around in it for a while and nothing is really happening at all. So apparently it's fully bugged out for now. There, I got another and now it works just fine. We can now finally do red light, green light. You guys better be careful. Any slight movement out of place, you know what happens. We need to keep going. We have to win this once and for all. Be careful, guys. This challenge is a lot harder than it looks. There's the finish line. Are we gonna do it? We did it! Awesome! The biggest problem I've seen here is that the doll doesn't even move around. It's also pretty damn ugly. Oh gosh, why don't we proceed to the next game we got, which is supposed to be this one, the cookie challenge. As you can see, they put the exact same colors as it had in the series, practically identical. So after any player finishes red light, green light, they'll go across this red line. And after going through that, they should be teleported to this green square right here, inside the next game they have to play. To make it look even more complete, I got these things straight from the series. These are the sugar cookies with all the different shapes they come in. But if I'm being honest, this doesn't look too good because of just how bright it is. So we need to change that. For that, I found another scene for this game that's a whole lot better. It isn't that bright and they still did a good job on the color scheme. You can even see that some players are doing their thing, or at least I think so. The game that comes after that one is, of course, Tug of War. This build is literally exactly how they did it in the series. It's exactly how I remember it. We can now grab the teleport pads, which is where everyone will show up. Back on the cookie one, everyone just needs to touch this, and they should be teleported over there. Now the next game is gonna be the Marble Game Challenge. Interestingly enough, I found another exact replica map like the one in the series. Everything is looking just like it, except for this weird car over here that I've never seen before in my life. Oh gosh, we seem to have some suspicious players wandering around here. So here on the last game, we can get another one of those teleport pads at the end. And the one for everyone to go through will take them this way. Looks like a good place. Next up, we have this one, the glass bridge game. Everyone is supposed to show up right on top of this green pad. From here, Here they'll have to jump through all these glass panes until they get to the end. The real challenge is to jump onto the right pane, since some of these just break as you do. Oh yeah, I also put the teleport pad right in front of that weird car, right over here, this red thing. So after they finish this game, they just need to step onto it, and you'll show up in the next game. Then they'll have to go through each of these platforms. Let's see if it's working well. I'll do a few jumps. I seem to be having quite a bit of luck. And there I go, getting eliminated. Now we just need to add the last game of them all, which is the show's namesake, the Squid Game. Basically, we put this symbol on the ground. It's some sort of Korean game that I don't know much about, but it's one of the most important ones in the series. So let's put it right over here. Of course, we need to add the last teleport square so people can show up. We just joined back into the game so I can test out what I just added with a bunch of subs with me as well. Look at just how many people are joining in. A shout out to all of you. Alright guys, so let's test out our very first game, which is... Wait, I went back! Which of course is known as red light, green light. As I said before, the only real problem is that this whole thing is slightly bugged out for us. The doll doesn't even move around, so all it really does is stay still at all points, just like the timer. That's not a real problem, since this is all just a simulation of the actual show. Look at all the subs coming over. Come on guys, we have a lot to see. Let's continue our way to the next phase of the Squid Game now. Here's the next phase, which is the sugar cookie challenge. The idea is that we have to cut out the shapes from the cookie, like a triangle or even this star here. There should be an umbrella as well, but I wasn't able to find it anywhere in here. It's alright though. Let's just make our way to the next game. Now this one. Whoa! Someone just fell down there. Poor girl. This one's supposed to be the build for the tug of war game, but like the others, it isn't really functional, so we can really just look at the scene where it should happen normally. With that said, we can teleport into the next game from the show. Dude! This looks exactly like the set from the series. You'll find a ton of details in it, like the buildings everywhere. Everything except this car that I don't think was in the series at any point. Apparently, we can't even drive it around if we want. Here's those suspicious people we saw before, but that's all. At least the map looks real good. Let's continue to the next game, which is the Glass Bridge Challenge, of course. Basically one of those Roblox obbies where we have to make it to the other side. Oh no! Guess I've already been eliminated from it. I have to try it again. Let's do this! Dude! Why is this challenge so damn hard? It's also a little buggy as a whole side of the glass bridge is just missing from here. I'm really not sure how I'm supposed to go to the end without the glass platforms. Oh yeah guys, I also have a Brookhaven map that I made to show you guys, which is Brookhaven but with Squid Game things. Here I added tons of stuff, like the uniforms that we put them on. Your whole avatar starts to disappear for a little bit, then it finally shows up on your character, even if it bugs out your face for some reason. In any way, it still works like we wanted it to. Look at the grocery store and what I added, like all these little plushies that just bugged out and fell to the ground. As you can see, we have guard plushies as well as one of the players, which is a pretty famous one from the show. I almost forgot to talk about the morphs for us to turn into the Squid Game guards, or at least that's what it should be, since it just took my whole head away. Why does it even do that? We got a few memes in here, but there are some good morphs as well. Now I've turned myself into the Squid Game frontman. At the spawn area, I added that whole dormitory because I thought it would look cool. And right beside it, we can see the map for red light, green light. Isn't it great? Basically that same game, but in Brookhaven. As you can see with Nando standing there, he's doing pretty well. For sure he's gonna win. All he needs to do is get to the end and win the competition. Beyond all that, I also added the glass bridge obby game. All we need to do is jump on the right platforms, even though I already got it wrong. In case any of you want to play the game that I made in this video as well as other maps I've done, just go into my profile. You'll find it at Nando. After doing that, click the 3 little dots and then the follow button. With that done, you'll be able to join into some videos and even play Roblox with me. Going down the page, you'll find the Nando Games group. Here is where you'll find every single game that I made inside of Roblox. Let me show you. There's tons of these around here. They're from a ton of other videos that I've posted in the channel before, just for you guys to play. Anyways guys, leave a ton of likes on the video and subscribe to the channel for even more. Watch one of the videos on screen right now as well. Just click any of these, and I know you'll have tons of fun watching. Thank you so much for watching. See you later. Have a good one.